Random videos, but important. Maybe some not so important. We're going to take a look. We're going to start off with, I've already covered this. Dearborn, Michigan, Muslims 5 times a day blaring their Muslim prayers out loud. Out loud blasting this. That's what the residents have to hear 5 times a fucking day. How is this allowed in America? Let's take a look. Oh, let's roll that not so beautiful bean footage. How's this allowed, huh? How eerie does that sound? Throughout the whole damn city? And the residents are putting up with this crap? That's disturbing the peace, is it not? And that's allowed. How are certain parts of our country, like I just showed you, allowed to have Sharia police? Huh? Antifa. I loathe these soy boys and girls. I really do. I loathe BLM. They're both terrorist organizations, and I've been saying that they're just an extension of the law, of the military, of the government. They're an arm of the government, just a branch. It just isn't official, but that's what they are. They're allowed to get away literally with murder and destroying cities and stuff like that, destroying businesses. BLM, Antifa, take a look.
The left, who's infiltrated these terror cells. Carlin, tell me about how these people train. They look pretty militaristic.
Yeah, absolutely. They do have sessions where they bring in people with military experience. Anti-war is a very big thing for Antifa, so they do hand-to-hand combat trainings. I was just undercover with them.
Anti-war is a big thing with Antifa, but yet, this is all they do. So, yeah.
In New York City over the weekend, where they had a whole self-defense class where they were teaching people how to violently, confront the police, but also defend themselves if they needed to be put in that position.
Let me ask you a question. Can you get away with planning violence? Can you plan violence and put it on the internet and carry it all out? No. The minute you try to do that and get that word out there like that, especially on the internet, it's the government. We're here to help you. But yet they're allowed to get away with it. It's because it's bullshit. It's planned. It's the government allowing it.
And why do they always get out of jail so quickly? You see all these people
because it's done by design.
They get bailed right out, and charges never stick.
Nope.
How is that?
Ain't gonna happen.
Well, Antifa, actually, they train people on how to get arrested. And it's interesting with far-left subcultures because they actually volunteer to get arrested and go through this type of training where they are provided legal support, they are provided lawyers, they are provided all of this stuff with mutual aid. And so as soon as they get arrested, Antifa basically goes down to the jail and they bail them out, and they are all set up with a lawyer and ready to go. So they plan all of this stuff out ahead of time, and they have the resources set up for people to be able to be taken care of.
Yeah, I mean, obviously someone's paying for their legal representation. What is the
George
core
Soros?
mission of Antifa? Is it anarchy? Are they anarchists?
Yeah, Antifa are anarchists. Their primary goal is the violent overthrow of the federal government. I cannot emphasize this enough. We've been hearing a lot of talk about civil war over the last couple of years between Democrats and Republicans, red versus blue. I firmly believe that the real civil war we have coming is the radical revolutionary socialists and communists in Antifa versus the federal government. That is their goal. That is their...
Versus the federal... Seriously? She fears it was Antifa versus the federal government? It is the federal. Listen, there's no fucking way you can get away with half of this shit. This shit's organized. It's organized. You cannot, there's no way you're getting away with that shit. There's no way unless it's allowed, unless it's endorsed by the all-seeing eyes, the government, right? It's an extension of it. How is it not? How is it not? There's no way Antifa is going to be versus the government. Unless that's going to be stage 2. For whatever reason they're going to do that for. There's no way. That's like the Marines versus the Army. Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here. They're allowed to run amok. They'll get out of jail free card, BLM included. They're all allowed. They're all sanctioned The way I see it, by your tax-paying dollars. Government. There's how else are they going to get away with what they get away with? Killing people, destroying businesses, fighting the police, planning to overthrow the government. This is insane. So libtards love this crap too, by the way. They love Antifa. And in other news in clown world, damn, that guy Terrell Swish, 35 years old? Look like a damn fucking... Looks like a dude. Oh, Gary Busey, he's sentenced in sexual misconduct case. Gary Busey. B-rated Gary Busey. You remember him, right? Take a look. Good old B-rated Busey. Take a look.
Let's turn to Gary Busey, who heard his sentence virtually in a New Jersey court after pleading guilty to a single count of criminal sexual contact.
I am sentencing this defendant to 2 years probation. You can receive up to 18 months in state prison if you violate probation.
In August, Gary admitted to inappropriately touching a woman's behind against her will during a 2022 fan photo op. The 81-year-old heard his fate just after cutting the judge off mid-sentence to use the restroom.
The next contact.
No, I gotta go. It'll be in my pants.
I'm sorry, Judge. You have to
I
go
have to
use
go in
the
the
restroom.
bathroom.
Do you remember when, come on, you remember hearing, I don't know if it's your parents or your grandparents saying, the guy goosed me, meaning touched a butt? Remember that? You never heard of anybody getting in trouble over that. I'm not saying it's good, you should do that. I'm just saying, these days, if you touch someone on the shoulder, I mean, you pat them on the shoulder, hey man, hey, how's it going? Good seeing you. Oh, that's assault and battery. 911? Yeah, I just been assaulted. What do you mean been assaulted? And battered? Salt and battered? Sounds like a recipe. Like, put some salt and batter in the batter. You've been assaulted and battered? Yeah, he touched me. This guy goosed me. I mean, yeah, you shouldn't goose a girl. But I'm against her will. But I'm just saying. This is, man. It's like if you breathe the wrong way, it's curtains for you. Look at this. In New Jersey, even the dead are being drafted into the climate agenda. How sick, how twisted is this? Governor Phil Murphy, Demon Rat, signed a bill into law on September 11th. Well, how fitting is that? Legalizing natural organic reduction, better known as human composting. Natural organic reduction, better known as human composting. This legislation allows a natural organic dead bodies reduction and controlled supervised decomposition of human remains. The Garden State gives new meaning to this Garden State, doesn't it? You're adding human into what? Human remains. The Garden State is now the 14th state to sanction the controlled decomposition of human bodies into soil. Okay. Are they going to be growing, say, crops in that soil? Proponents of the bill justify the macabre practice because the state is running out of space. That's their excuse, and they're sticking to it. They explained it. They're turning bodies into dirt. Families can then choose whether to scatter it like ashes, dump it in the garden. Well, that's nice. Dump it in the garden, right? Or use it to feed a house plant. How sick is that? It's a disturbing trend. You don't say. Death itself is being industrialized under the banner of environmentalism. I think I mentioned this a couple of years ago, that they're actually putting that into the water in certain places. I forgot where. I was in Wisconsin. I forgot which exactly where, but they're introducing human remains into, well, probably they're going to use it as a fertilizer for our food, right? And putting it in water. So this is kind of like Soylent Green, isn't it? Or maybe not. What do you think? Why is this such a headline? Human composting now legal in New Jersey. Why is this a big deal? I mean, is it nothing or is it something? Is it something? I think so. We live in a sick, sick fallen world. Damn good and very true news article. Let's take a look at this. The science of slumber. How sleep became the ultimate anti-aging treatment. It is. Oh, it's true. I don't know about you, but when I don't get enough sleep, you can tell. I can tell a difference in my face. I can damn sure tell a difference how I feel. All right. If I don't get enough sleep, no matter how hard I work out, I'm not really progressing. I am, but I'm not. It's not showing. Maybe I'm working as hard as I can under the circumstances, but when I get enough sleep, all that hard work shows up. I get an extra rep, an extra 2 reps. I'm lifting heavier. The weight that was so hard back then is now easier. Sleep is part of the answer. Nutrition, of course, too. Sun simulator light. I meant sunlight, and of course, nutrition is extremely important. Oh, look at this. Operation Vape Trail. Operation Vape Trail. Take a look. Operation Vape Trail cracks down on illegal substances in vape shops. Do you vape? Well, personally, I think it's retarded. I mean, people say they vape because they don't want to smoke cigarettes, but yet chemicals in vapes. You ever heard of popcorn lung? In Washington, today the Drug Enforcement Administration announced the results of a week-long operational enforcement action as part of a whole-of-government initiative aimed at removing dangerous and illegal vaping substances from communities across America. During the operation, DEA seized more than 2.3 million vape devices and cartridges and more than 100 weapons since September 15th, 2025. Wow. This operation underscores our commitment, they said, to protecting Americans from dangerous, deadly, and illegal substances and threaten public safety and national security. Just from vaping. That's what Administrator Terrence Cole said. They're trying to protect you from vaping because they're trying to they're committed to protecting Americans from dangerous, deadly, and illegal substances. All right, well, okay. You concerned about our health, are you? No, that's big thumbs up. I mean, chemicals in our food, chemtrails in the air, shit in our crap to tap water, but you go after the vapes. Yeah, priorities. Illegal vape products pose hidden risks, especially to young people who often have no idea what these chemicals are that they are inhaling. And this is true. Vaping is bad. It's bad. No one knows what's in that shit. And they got all kinds of flavors to entice you into vaping. It looks retarded, first of all. If you're gonna smoke, just smoke. Just don't. Vaping is just dumb, in my opinion. Smoking's not good, a smart idea either. But at least it's more, I don't know, legit looking. You know, you have a cigarettes, tobacco. What is this damn device you have, puffing steam or whatever it is, vapes in the air, and it smells like cherries or grape? It's kind of gay. Come on, man, Marlboro Man. Marlboro, right? He's holding this, or what was it? Virginia Slims for women. They had cigarettes for women. But none of this is good, actually, smoking included. So there's that. I mean, they need to be cracking down on all the crappy food that we all the processed stuff, all the chemicals and preservatives in the food. You know what I mean? Crack down on that too while you're at it. And I think they are, but focus on that. If people want to vape, at least put a warning on there, like they do on cigarettes. Surgeon General says tobacco is addictive and can cause this, can cause that. You know what I mean? Put a warning label on there, but I don't know what they're doing. Whatever, let's move to the next one, shall we? Look at this. Look at, are you JKing me? This is no cops in classrooms rally. Are you JKing? No cops in classrooms rally held in Seattle, of all places. Of course. Where there's tons of crime, you know, the Chaz, remember that? It wasn't that Portland. Where was Chaz, that Chaz zone, that gay-ass Chaz zone that held it? Was it Portland or was it Seattle? It doesn't matter. It was libtard areas. Remember that with BLM, Summer of Love, and all that crap? What crime is just running out of control. on purpose, and so I guess they might need actual cops in classrooms now, but there's a pushback on that, a rally against that. Well, let's see. On Wednesday, September 17th, the Seattle Alliance Against Racist and Political Repression. That's all I need to see. The Seattle Alliance Against Racist and Political Repression. The fuck? Racist? The Seattle Alliance Against Racist and Political Repression hosted a rally with the demands of no cops in classrooms, community control of the police, just before the meeting of the Seattle School Board at the Stanford Education Center. The board was set to deliberate on whether the pilot SEO, Student Emphasis Officer, instead of SRO. So it's a pilot program that the board over there of education in that neck of the woods was saying, let's try this Student Emphasis Officer. Student Emphasis Officer? I'm good. I don't want that. It's comparable to the Student Resource Officer program. So they're gonna try this out at Garfield High School over there in Seattle. This I don't know. I was just letting you know that there's something if you want to look it up. Student Emphasis Officer, not Student Resource Officer, and it's kind of late. I don't want to read the whole thing because I'll get bogged down in this and make this video even longer. But I'll just let you know that's a thing. Cops in classrooms. It's that bad, huh? That bad. I thought this was an Alabama thing. Isn't Alabama like kissing cousins? They always make jokes about Alabama. I like Alabama, but they always make jokes about Alabama, like marrying their cousins and all this. New York Post. Oh, wait, what's this? Connecticut? Connecticut to ban first cousin marriages, which are still legal in at least 16 states. You see it right here, right? Batteries running low. Cousins. Kissing cousins. Well, already there. Already then. Gotta plug in my computer. It's running low. Riddle me this. Well, in this article I just saw that Tennessee recently banned it, and Connecticut was a little bit slow to do the same thing. You're banning first cousin marriages. Well, that's big thumbs up. Big thumbs up on that. But gays are still allowed to marry. I mean, you want to do the right thing. This is based on morals, right? Cousins should not marry. So, I mean, 2 men, 2 women should marry? I mean, 2 cousins should not marry, right? We agree on that? Isn't that biblical also? What about gays marrying? Is that biblical? I don't think so. But yet, that's allowed? Double standard much? Just saying. Hey, ho. Speaking of being married to family members, this piece of crap right here, isn't she married to a brother? That's what I heard. Omar continues hate Kirk rhetoric. This piece of crap needs to be deported. And her ilk. All these fucking demon craps and these rhinos, anti-American pieces of crap need to be deported. Anyway, I think that's what I got for you. I went to Ingles tonight, and everyday low prices. Flank steak, I think it was like flat iron, or skirt steak. I forgot what it was. It was flanking steak or something like that. It used to be like really cheap. It's now $15 a pound. You JKing? Almost 3 pounds for $40? You kidding me? It used to be like $10 not too long ago, just before the scamdemic. I saw horrific prices, and it's not just Ingles, although Ingles kind of leads the way in gaslighting us, along with Publix, into saying that low prices. Oh my God, it's bad. Anyway, that's what I got for you. I'm going to put this together and see who's paying attention. At any rate, don't be a troll out there.